Every company begins with an idea and develops into a small business. And small businesses are the heart of our local community as they grow and prosper. And so I appreciate for you small businessmen the complexity of your task, your taxes and hiring and your investment decisions, your technology decisions to keep your businesses running. So we really appreciate all of the small businesses. Now, therefore, I, Mayor Steve Arnold, Mayor of Fitchburg, Wisconsin, do hereby proclaim November 26th, 2016 as Small Business Saturday in Fitchburg, Wisconsin. And I urge the residents of our community and communities across the country to support small businesses and merchants on Small Business Saturday and throughout the year, especially in the Verona Road corridor. All businesses are open during construction.
The growth of Promega Corporation from a small business to a global leader parallels Fitchburg's growth from a township to a city, reflecting the keynote theme. Fitchburg construction activity has been steady driven by the growth of our existing businesses and multifamily apartment construction. That helped our community grow to nearly 28,000 residents. In 2015, Fitchburg had $87 million in building permit construction, as you can see by the graph. Fitchburg is growth occurring along our three main north-south transportation corridors with investments by our existing businesses, new business locations, multifamily housing, and new residential subdivisions as we continue to grow our community and implement Forward Fitchburg.
I kind of by accident got a job at UW-Eau Claire in their IT department at the time as a student employee. And that was really a life-changing job for me to have as a student employee. The next 7 projects I'll talk about probably represent close to $200 million and have all been either new construction or major renovations. The building that we built gives us a long growth path in Eau Claire. We're currently at about 200 people. We have room to grow to over 400 people in this building over the next few years. And this is the last slide. This one right here I think is an incredible example of thinking big. I believe that this idea has been tried in Eau Claire many times over the last 40 years. From what people have told me, this has been something that's been continuously talked about, and the community has always smacked it down very aggressively and very quickly. This is the second half of the Confluence project that we heard about in 2012. And without people thinking big like this is something I would have never come up with, but without them thinking about what they could do with this beautiful land in Eau Claire, get the university involved in it, build a performing arts center for a community that is very music focused like us. If that hadn't happened and if that hadn't got to the spot where it was in the press, we would have never ever considered building Jamf's office down there, which would have not led us to buying the Lismore and renovating that. The Oxbow may or may not have happened, but you look at all this other development that has happened for an idea. Based on this idea, it inspired all of these other things to happen.